Okay, so the first rollback we have here is rollback number 1, which is really harmful as it weakened greenhouse gas standards for passenger cars and light trucks. So this rollback created this rule called the safe rule. This safe rule was supposed to make things more safe, more affordable, and efficient in terms of tailpipes from cars. However, this rule is anything but safe, as it replaced the old, more climate-friendly rule. The old rule required departments to track greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. However, the safe rule does not do this, and that is anything but safe because carbon dioxide, like I mentioned, is a greenhouse gas. And this greenhouse gas traps heat from the sun in our atmosphere, causing our planet to warm. So, the new safe rule does not require as many regulations for the carbon dioxide like the old rule does, meaning with increased greenhouse gas emissions, we continue this cycle of climate change. And we also create a public health threat as kids and adults and so many other people are breathing in this carbon dioxide from cars at a very high rate, especially in cities and areas where there's a lot of cars. We need to stop this as we cannot create more air pollution and that will endanger our kids and our elderly. And we cannot have our planet warming anymore as that causes a lot of dangerous things. We must protect our kids and we must protect our future. And this rollback is doing anything but that. So we must advocate for our future and the health of our planet and others. And to do that, we must stop these rollbacks. I will now ask Dr. Ali what he thinks about this rollback and why it is so harmful to our planet and others. The next rollback we are talking about is rollback number 2, which is really dangerous as it revoked California's power to set stricter tailpipe emission standards than the federal government. So you might be wondering what this means and how California gained this power in the first place. So prior to the Clean Air Act, which set a federal standard on how much greenhouse gases could be let out of tailpipes of cars, California understood that they had a very high population and a lot of cars with it. And greenhouse gases like CO2 or carbon dioxide come out from the tailpipe of a car. And California understood that this was really dangerous for air pollution in the climate. So they decided to set a really low standard for how much greenhouse gases can be let into the air through car tailpipes. And then the Clean Air Act set federal standards. But since California set their own standards before that, they allowed them to continue using their own standards and additionally allowed other states to decide if they wanted to use those standards as well. However, recently, the Environmental Protection Agency, also known as the EPA, took their action of revoking California's power to set its own standards. This is really, really dangerous, as California's standards are much more climate-friendly and climate protective than federal requirements, meaning California's standards didn't allow a lot of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases to go into the air as the federal standards do. This means we are reversing the progress made towards reducing car emissions and air pollution, as air pollution is a really, really dangerous thing, not only for our health, but the health of our planet as well. Additionally, we are losing climate leadership in our country, and this is really, really dangerous and sad. This is why 23 states, including California, are now suing the EPA so that they can try and get their standards back as they are more climate friendly. We hope that they are successful in this lawsuit as it is really important that we protect our air and our planet.